What is going on? Welcome to the Freedom Culture. Here at the Freedom Culture, we cover current events in the financial sector, this new digital economy, and breaking down blockchain technology in this emerging market. That's things are happening really rapidly, and we just want to cover and kind of like spill the beans on what's been uh, uh, congesting our brain, our mind right now. Uh, so got my man Kyle on here. What it do?
So, all right. I don't know what you want to do because you got limited time real quick. So just like whatever you want to fire out real quick.
What happened, man? Within
Uh,
within
okay. So I have no idea, but so Roy and Kitty went on live stream today at noon, and for the last couple days or so, it's been a conversation on whether or not he's manipulating the market, and so we're reigniting the meme frenzy as well as having like all these other like little things happening in the market. Like for example, we had the glitch with the New York Stock Exchange. We've
that's
also have several banks going under.
crazy.
So I mean, there's a lot of things that are pushing the markets to start getting a little bit more volatile.
Right. So what is the deal with Roaring Kitty?
So he is the guy who basically got GameStop to be popular. He's the one who started it all.
Hmm.
All he did was, I think the stock was at $5, and he was looking at it, and he's like, you know, I feel, and this is also during the pandemic, so he's like, I feel like if I, the banks and the hedge funds are essentially trying to make sure that the companies in the pandemic basically go under. So he's like, I feel like this company should survive. And they shouldn't be wiped out just because the hedge fund said no. And so he posted a thesis and he sent it to the internet on YouTube, and people gravitated towards what he was saying. They're like, you know what? This makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna gravitate towards GameStop. Fuck these bankers as well.
Hmm.
And so that's kind of what happened. And then he ended up going to Congress because Robinhood shut down. They made a movie called Dumb Money. It's a really good movie.
Hmm.
Um, I love it.
Yeah, so he made some type of call and it caused something to do with the stock market and it's
Yes.
what.
So he also not only did he make a call, but he made a position,
Mhm.
and he then told his position, just as all the other banks and other money manager type situations out there do. He did everything all these other people did, and just because he's one individual rather than a hedge fund that put in so much heart into I guess GameStop, everybody else is like, yeah, that's what I want. I want to do that. And now they're thinking that he's manipulating the market because everyone else is saying, oh, because he's holding, I'm gonna hold.
Mhm.
And yeah, so it's kind of crazy that way. But nothing, in my opinion, he didn't do anything wrong. He's just doing exactly what everybody else is doing.
Hmm. Hmm. So he's holding on to GameStop, which he shouldn't, which and for some reason, I'm having a hard time conceptualizing like the whole GameStop short squeeze and all that stuff. I do know how it reflects on the market. Obviously, we're getting it's a sea of red right now in my portfolio, which is crazy.
I haven't even, I haven't really paid attention to. Oh, wow.
So,
That is a lot of red.
bruh, I've lost and made so much money within a couple of minutes. It's like literally like a rodeo, like
Yeah.
and I,
But I will say food for thought. This is good. The
yeah,
volatility is your friend
what I'm
because
saying.
if there's no volatility, there's no price movement. If there's no price movement, there's no profits.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what where I'm coming from with this. Yeah, like I've managed to nail all of the entry points and not the large entries that we initially started. We didn't expect this. Like one thing about cryptocurrency, you just never know what to expect. But the news that came to my attention today was the national debt clock. I'm not sure if you pay any if do you hold any type of consideration to the national debt clock?
Yes and no. The number just keeps going up, so there's no point in even looking at it. You just know it's a giant number that's never gonna go down. Never, ever, 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 until we get a debt reset.
Yeah. So, the debt reset. What if I was to tell you, how crazy would it sound if I was to say it just happened? So we got this, my man
It's
Echo X. I came across his content on X.com, and
mhm.
this is the video that kind of like congested my brain because I know there's some type of significance with the US debt clock, but it's just like I don't I don't know. But I came across this video here. I'm just gonna
happening is the debt jubilee. We're all, yo, is it really happening? Check it out on the usdebtclock.org, the website itself. Right now, it shows U.S. national debt at $0, debt to citizens at $0, and debt per taxpayer at $0 as well. This is the first time we have ever seen it be at a zero amount. Because, for example, the other day, it was showing at $34 trillion on the US national debt. And what I mean by it's happening is the debt jubilee, where all debt is forgiven because we already know that the system is unsustainable. This is why it's so important to know what you hold. Let's go.
know what you hold. So how do you assess that?
Oh, okay. So, devil's advocate, real quick. Uh, I have seen this happen before, not with the debt part, but in that debt clock, that also shows like the price of gold. And at one time it like reset gold a few times. And when we checked it back, it was just a glitch. So maybe it's just a glitch.
Here's the thing. All of these glitches at one time. There's some kind of
Yes.
significance here. There's some culprit here. Like literally the planets align
I,
around the same time
it
too. The
I
planetary
mean, it could totally be that. It could totally be that. Again, devil's advocate. Technology is a fickle bitch. So, you never know. It could just be, coincidental that the bugs happen at the same time. It's odd and very weird, especially when you look at the bigger picture of all the things that are happening.
listen,
It's like,
literally this
is it?
literally
Oh,
this
okay, hold on.
around the same time. Now, I'm a little conspiratorial, and
Yeah, good.
I don't even know if you want to call this conspiratorial because I mean, this event happened, all the planets aligned, and all of the technology. I mean, we got the Warren Buffett big glitch. The now you're to your theory, the U.S. debt clock glitch, and then we have what else happened, bro? There was so much shit happened within the around that time frame.
Oh, I don't know if this has any impact, but a friend was telling me there was, well, let me go to Facebook real quick, because there was some sort of the astronomy event
Mhm.
that happened recently. Let's see, what was,
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of feedback from.
oh, 2 days ago, um, a parade of planets.
That's what I was just showing you.
Oh, is that's what it was?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's what I was just showing you. All of that happened in the same time frame for us to consider it as a nothing burger. Now we have the Federal Reserve is announcing something on the 12th. They could cut back on rates. It could be a pivot to begin, people are already in the BlackRock news
Oh, yeah,
them competing with the New York Stock Exchange in Texas.
yeah.
It's too much shit going on, bro. It's too much shit. Now, I've made a video recently, just it's uploaded now on Free Thinking channel where I'm talking about how
By the way, just to let people know, Free Thinking is our other channel that will be less edited. It's just more raw thoughts.
raw thoughts and just sharing personal take on things. And on here on the Freedom Culture, we're more structured and we're trying to deliver very vivid information for you to make a sound decision. And yeah, we're keeping up with the trend on this channel. So now BlackRock, in the video I talked about safe investments, pretty much rational speculation, because really all we're doing is speculating, and then we got gambling, which is more so meme territory, you know.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Everything lit right now, everything lit, and I fully support getting your paper. However, I remember those people that was heavily invested into Dogecoin, and they held on to Dogecoin, and they kind of treated it like a account, and it went all the way up.
Yeah.
They had like 70 grand, and it just went all the way down. Now I just feel like there's going to be some type of commotion that's going to collapse shit. So that's why I feel like I do support the degen culture. I believe in taking money, making money really fast and stuff like that, but just don't love a meme. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you should love a meme. You know?
Unless it's Trump.
Bruh,
I'm kidding, somewhat.
you really want to? All right, let's talk about that really quickly.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
you want just hold on to that statement, love a meme,
Yep.
unless it's Trump. Now, Donald Trump just announced that he has how much money in cryptocurrency?
I think it's around 12 million.
He just announced an hour ago
Oh,
that
damn.
Donald Trump reported, I don't like this news. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel Donald Trump
I
reported
did,
33 million in crypto portfolio quickly dropped to on 21 million overnight. Just the fact that
yeah.
he's reported to his portfolio missed the tax
Oh,
season himself.
oh, dude, correlation. That crash, I mean, that article came out an hour ago, but I don't know what the thing is. Wonder if the crash is related to the people hating Trump. They're like, screw Trump, he's got crypto. Let's crash crypto.
I really think since it's being politicalized, I think those people aren't involved crypto. I think they got the news that he's involved in crypto, and they're taking their profits before the Democrats come after crypto. Because he's known for tax invasion. He's known, I mean, speculating, people, concerned that he's evading taxes. What rhymes the reason is better than him in crypto? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It just didn't feel great to me. Yeah, so in essence, hold on, let's read this real quick. Former President Donald Trump has recently changed his stance on crypto from calling it a disaster waiting to happen to 2021, in 2021 now being prominent for crypto in 2024. This shift can be attributed to, I can't pronounce his name, advice Trump's crypto ownership, which has recently ballooned to more than 20 million, thanks to unlikely meme coin. So, we have a degen president.
Well, I don't know. I have to look at his wallet portfolio. Um, the recent like uptake in his thing has just been donations. So people just sent him the money.
I mean, we're trading amongst people that it's it's not, we don't even have to go too deep on it. If they just hear a little bit crypto matched with Trump, bad.
Oh yeah. Anything Trump bad, except for when it comes to the border, because now all of a sudden Biden's like, I'm gonna secure our border, and I'm like, hey, that was the other guy's thing.
Right. Let's wrap up with worst case scenario real quick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What you think?
Worst case scenario, yeah, we're about seeing it really. Everything is going to mostly start pumping. Anything that you see right now, scary red, it's nothing to really be concerned about. It's more like a distraction. the price movements of things, like I said, the volatility is your friend. So if we're seeing these, like, so for people that aren't in our Telegram group, we have a Telegram group and we offer TA assistance. And so in there, I try my best to provide TA, and I try to give a bull case and a bear case, and I try to weight it with a percentage of like what I think the probability of each of these things would be. And in there, I like to tell people we really try to search for a certain type of candle, and it's a giant red candle or a giant green candle, or I should say green, like a giant in terms of like the body of it, but the wick. That's the most important thing. So you have like a little tiny body and a giant wick to one of the sides, and that will tell us if we're at the top or at the bottom of this thing. And so ideally, if things play out right with this, all this red here, well, I'll start seeing a red, what I call the bottom candle. So it'll be a big red candle, but it'll be a very small red body with a giant red wick to the bottom. So you want that body to be closer to the top and that giant wick to be going down. And that's going to be a really good sign. And who knows? We might see that soon. And what does that indicate? That means that we're pulling back the slingshot, and
Yep.
that'll take, that process takes anywhere between a couple months. But yeah, that's where we're at.
Damn, a couple of months. Well, Kyle, he's microeconomics. I'm more macro. He does the technical analysis, and I try to like simplify what he said in a more conversational tone. Pretty much, he's saying profits are being made right now. Like you can buy in at the cheapest point. That like this is kind of like the bottom. I don't know where the bottom goes. I'm gonna get to my worst case scenario, but you can get this is when you could get an asset that could potentially be expensive for very cheap. This is where you can profits are made when you buy. When I made entry into Render, let's use that for example. I bought it at what, $10. I knew it was gonna go up to 11. So I know that's my profit right there, and when for certain the asset that you're holding, know what you hold, and that's not just gonna disappear. It's impossible for it to disappear. I mean, worst case scenario, XRP disappear. How does that happen? Everybody gets fired and they just wrap it up like show's over. That's not possible. I don't see that as possible unless I don't know. I don't know. There's too much network involved in this company and this asset. There's too much innovation going on. So I just keep on DCAing and take profits as it go up. So that's why I say profits is made when you buy. An analogy I like to say is if you go into a garage sale and you see a PlayStation 5 being sold for $5 and it's worth 500, but they're selling it for $5, you're gonna get a couple of those PlayStations and sell it at the price target that you expect. That's literally probably my best way to simplify what's going on out here. And my worst case scenario is I'm out of cash.
Oh, yeah, that I should have said that one too. In terms of price momentum, just a quick, like not a super in-depth TA. We will do a more in-depth TA session.
The reason why I say my worst case scenario is that I'm out of cash is because that means I wouldn't be able to buy these assets at this low price, because the more that I invest, the more that you make, the more that I make. And yeah, so go ahead and continue real quick.
Yeah, so prior to our halving cycle, when we got the halving, I said that the Bitcoin was going to range between 65,000 and 55,000, and it did that perfectly. And then I didn't keep following it because I started, more tracking Render and stuff. But then it finally did go ahead and break out of that range. And so now we are roughly around I want to say, but we're going to hover around 72,000 to about worst case scenario 60,000, but I don't think that's going to be that low. I think 64 is going to be the lowest. So if we keep getting more pain, 64,000 is going to be, I think, the
Bitcoin.
pain threshold. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then looking at render just real quick, it's already almost bouncing off the support and building up that wick.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What a time. Like when these things happen, it happens so fast. It's like you don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man. So in my bigger macro perspective, it's like there's obviously a change going on. Especially with BlackRock opening their own stock exchange in Texas, all of these glitches happening. Um uh it's definitely some big moves happening right now, and this is obviously more of a what's the word? More of a move into CBDCs. Basically, I work with a lot of people, and I'm hearing layoffs all over the place, like in real time. It's like it's weird when you speculate and you're the circles that we're in and we're talking about, we're forecasting and stuff like that. It's just speculation. Then we just see these things happen in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like the economy is getting more and more tighter with these bank consolidations, these bank failures. I know people that works for Chase Banks, and they're telling me how it is with the merge with First Republic, and it's getting a little weird. It's getting a little weird. People are losing their accounts. What do? You wake up in the morning and you're like, yo, where's my account? How do you prove that? Yeah, unless you have like statements and stuff like that. But it's causing a lot of inconveniences. And in my perspective, the more that these banks consolidate other banks, and I worked in the banking sector, I know how hard it is to get small business financing. It will cause jobs. It'll be a strain on these companies to take care of their employees. So that's where the layoffs begin, and it already started. John, you know John Deere.
Yeah.
They're
The
changing.
tractor company.
They're turning into a completely AI company, and they're laying off.
Oh yeah. Um, I didn't, I haven't followed any of like recent stuff of what they're doing with AI, but I think I want to say maybe it was like 6 years ago is when they first started doing smart tractors, and that started being a big thing, and then they kind of ended up taking a play out of Tesla's playbook, where this is how I ended up hearing about John Deere's technology approach, was that they decided that they're going to make it where if someone is trying to repair the John Deere smart tractor, they can't. They have to take it to an official John Deere technician like they would with the Tesla.
Wow,
Yeah.
interesting. That's that's crazy. That's like, when everybody's monopolizing, you got to find a way to monopolize too, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a real interesting shift because like I know them for to being a tractor trailer company, and now they're getting into AI. Amazon already has that monopoly. They got the AWS. It's just getting more. Everything is becoming more and more consolidated, and like I said, like on this channel, the Freedom Culture, we're trying to help you navigate in this new environment. There's obviously a dramatic shift happening in the economy. Watch out for your 401ks. Don't take anything for granted right now. The FDIC just announced that they're expecting a whole lot more bank failures. The FDIC are the ones that give you assurance that your money is safe, and they don't even have.
Asterisk. I would put an asterisk there because if I remember correctly from Robert Kiyosaki's book, FDIC is not really there for the consumer. It's there for the bank.
Mhm.
But it's sold to the consumer saying, hey, it's for you to protect your money.
Yeah, yeah. It's there to secure the bank's deposits, because as if it's your deposits, but it's really the bank deposits, and they could just offer you
Yep.
IOUs. They could just offer you, the most offensive thing I ever heard was when that Signature Bank failure happened, people was being offered shares in the company. Why would you want a share in the bank collapse? Like,
I I want my money.
I want my money. So yeah, I just wanted to wrap up with you, to catch up with you really quick. Uh Sudden events happen, and just wanted to touch bases and cover the exciting moments that's
Oh
going
yeah.
on.
Go GameStop.
Go ISO 222 cryptocurrencies. How about that?
Yeah, that too. That too.
GameStop. What about AMC? Is AMC doing anything?
I would assume so. It's now a part of that meme collection, but I haven't paid attention. Let's pull it up. AMC. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like yeah, they're the same thing as GameStop right now, but they are at a lower price. So they're sitting at $4.91. And they're not as volatile, but yeah.
$4.
Yeah, $4.90.
Okay.
And earlier today it would hit $10.
You said earlier today it hit $10.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you think that's a good buy?
No. I mean, and if you're just YOLOing and just having fun, yes, very much so. Very much. Serious investment, I have no idea.
I mean, look, I just don't like losing money. Especially with
Well,
money
I
that
I I will say I don't think you can lose too much money. I mean, like it's already pretty low, $5. It can go lower, obviously, so like you get half of your money if it goes back down to say two. I think two is probably the lowest. So like it's a good entry, but it's like AMC is not as hyped, I think, as GameStop, but it's part of that collection now. So it's always going to have that momentum when GameStop has its momentum,
Mhm.
in my opinion. Not financial advice. And also I don't really fuck with stocks. I mostly fuck with crypto.
Yeah, it's like that's what the action is right now. Yeah, see, the thing is, when I lose money in the crypto that I'm invested in, then it's just a waiting game. I just gotta wait for for it to go back up. It's like I miss my turn. I know it's not going nowhere, but for example, with AMC or meme coins like that, what I'm saying, you might not get that money back at all. You
Yeah.
feel really quickly. I know I'm probably holding you for a while, but I just wanted
Oh,
to
you're fine.
get your opinion real quick on this chart, this render chart. This was an unexpected wick.
You see where the March is, where it says March at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, now just move your mouse up and you'll hit the red candle, red wick candle. That's what we're hoping for, right there. That little candle, that red candle. Because that red candle will mean that green candle is coming next.
You think this red candle is going to happen again? Wouldn't this be
Yeah,
that?
yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And it's just gonna repeat the same thing. The leg up.
It just keeps getting higher lows, you
Yeah.
know?
Also, I probably, if you're doing your ascending triangle, even though I hate them, I think they're best placed at the body rather than near the wicks.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, just a little quick little fib retracement, and then I'm building up this little channel between 10 and 11. So when move?
You want to see a new indicator thing that I saw? So you see how you did your Fibonacci thing?
Mhm.
Um, go back to your tools, your drawing tools, and if you want, you could delete the Fibonacci retracement. You can keep it if you want, but it'll just add more clutter.
Trying to delete it, but everything's slow today.
Oh, okay. Maybe Control Z.
I should be able to just click on it and it delete. All right.
Oh, there you oh well, it's not a big deal. When you go into your drawing tools where you're gonna get your Fibonacci thing, there you can select other tools in there.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and do that. And so you'll get a drop down of like different things. And in there you want to look for fib circles.
Fib circles.
Yep. Now draw the Fibonacci the way you would do the normal Fibonacci.
Hold on, bro. Why is everything so retarded today, bro? Like, why not just fucking delete? All right. So, whoa,
Yep. And just draw it like you normally would with the regular fib.
what am I doing here?
Yep. If you once you drop it, then you'll see your circles here. All right, cool. This is Fibonacci on the time frame rather than on a price level. So we've got about to the end of this month. So
And
you see where that blue line is? I think that's the cutoff, and then we get into that next red circle.
oh, this is cool.
That I haven't mastered this thing. I just learned of it the other day or the other week.
Mhm.
But when I saw it, I'm like, ooh, a time frame indicator. I
Yeah.
like that.
Like, how accurate is this?
It is accurate, most accurate on the daily and weekly charts. Any shorter thing, it starts getting a little wonky
Uh-huh. Okay.
as far as what I've learned.
Okay. Shit. Get this shit out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Really
So
interesting.
yeah, probably about a month, a little less than a month.
Yeah, I could see I could see there seems to be a pivot in every at the end of every circle, at the edge to the next circle. This seems that's really interesting. You know, the only question that I have is like, should I like sell like not pay my rent to just sell everything and just go all in right now? You know what I'm saying?
Never go full retarded, man. Never go full retarded.
Oh, everything's retarded. I feel like getting retarded. But
I mean, unless you a madman, then go for it.
oh, like go big or go home, bro. It's like,
Well, that's exactly what Roaring Kitty did. Like when he disappeared and he came back, he had I think $160 million worth of GameStop shares. It pumped, and then he added another $160 million of GameStop shares.
wow.
Just like wow.
Yeah, man, I'm looking to get this bread and taking this bread and moving into more solid assets. I'm more into the assets that's built that continues with revenue, like buying existing businesses that already generates revenue, and then getting into the real estate when the real estate market crash. Hopefully I can get some of that action. And taking I'm all about taking these easy profits and sealing it in more solid assets like real estate businesses and stuff like that. So that's what I'm gonna do with my moon bag. Whatever economy environment that we'll be in, a CBDC environment, people will still need commerce. So if they have my social credit score is like -0 already, my business entity isn't. So you get people, need stuff, they buy from my store and I get revenue. So
Yeah.
my stance is more on survivalist and thriving, surviving and thriving.
If we helped you by any way, buy this man a coffee.
Yeah, so, how about you? What's your moon bag thesis? What's your strategy, really quick?
Right now, just quickly degen plays and rotate them quickly into solid plays. That's the thing. Because I have limited cash and I also don't really work a job. So like I gotta really work with what I got.
Mm-hmm. You're taking profits from the meme coins and then moving into like more sophisticated projects like
And even my NFT thing that I'm into, it's a flop right now, but I'm just rotating all of that out while while there's still some money in that system.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, so that's the game. Just sharing our thoughts. Check us out hit the link in the description. Check us out on our Telegram. You definitely don't want to miss out on the updates and what goes on in the Telegram chat, Long Money. We're giving frequent updates on what's going on right now. Me and Kyle is on there all the time. So it's kind of like our easy way to just conversate and share our thoughts and strategies. We're really active in this market, and we're seeing a lot of progress, and things are on an uptrend. This is not fear coming at a fair tone coming out of my voice. This is excitement. You know, I'm really excited. You got to buy.
It's good times.
Yeah, when there's blood in the streets, that's when you buy up, and that's when you get the, you know. But all right, so I'll catch up with you another time. Thank you. Peace, respect, love. Catch up with y'all later.
Yeah.
Sick of working out of this shithole. I wish XRP would move already. I'm ready, baby, I promise. I'll tell the whole